Hello everyone. I don't know the Tinka development board installation and development environment test in the previous chapter. Have you learned it yet? Not yet, it doesn't matter. Today I will take everyone to review and learn new units. Basic syntax of Python. Then everyone here will work with me first. First, connect the Tinka development board to the computer. In the last chapter, we installed the Tinka development environment. Click to open it. Select Run above. Choose Select Interpreter. For the first option, select MicroPython, generic. As for the serial port below, if your Tinka is connected, it should automatically detect it for you. Mine is COM3. Not everyone has the same number. You can check to see if it shows up. When done, press OK. After confirmation, in the interaction pane below, you will see the text MicroPython and the latest version software number 32. 3 greater than symbols appear later, which means the connection is successful. In addition, some tips for using Tinka IDE are added. The gray line between the upper and lower panes can be dragged. The size of the window can be adjusted. In addition, in Run, choose Select Interpreter. There are themes and fonts next to it. Here you can choose the font size and text type. There is also the theme of the interface. Then I choose a larger text size here. This will be the main operation in the future. After pressing OK, you will find that, according to the settings just now, the text size has changed. If there is no response after pressing OK, you can close the entire IDE. Reopen it and it should respond. According to the shape you like, after setting it up, we will officially enter the topic of this chapter. Basic syntax of Python. At the beginning, please follow me to enter together. We are behind the 3 greater than symbol in the interactive environment pane below. Give him a pair of quotation marks first. Put lowercase abc between the quotation marks. Give it an English dot after abc with upper upper on the back. Give him a pair of brackets. After pressing enter, see if he responds to our capitalized version of abc. I wonder if you have guessed what this action is doing. Enter today's first key point, the object. What about the action just now? It is to turn the ABC object into an uppercase version. How to say? Take a look this side. Use English dots to distinguish. Everything in front of the point is called an object. After the dot, it is called the method used. What was just executed was method to capitalize the object ABC. In addition, please help me remember the following points. As long as it is a method, it is called method in English and must be followed by a pair of brackets. Furthermore, the size of the method is different. For example, the upper method. If one of the letters is mistyped, capitalized, it won't recognize what you're trying to do. And what I just kept saying, give him a pair of what, give him a pair of what. As long as there are bracket or quotation marks, remember to pair them in pairs. Next, let's try other methods of objects. Enter along with you. Also use the ABC object. The method used is find. F-I-N-D. The difference is the bracket behind find. Fill in the reference material, called parameters, fill in B. A pair of quotation marks is required, press enter. That is to say, what I ask it to execute is to find the method of the letter B. Then everyone will be curious. Strange. B is obviously in the second place, but it replied 1 to me. Then you should pay attention here. One of the key points of learning programming language. Serial numbers will start counting from 0. That is, A is the 0 position, and B is the first position. Then in the end, we will be together and try the method of one object. Enter the object ABC after 3 greater than symbol. This time we are going to implement the replace method. There are also parameters inside the bracket. The difference is that this time it takes 2 parameters, separated by commas. Press enter. Have you noticed? B of object ABC is replaced by Z. In other words, the method we just performed for this object is replacement. I don't know if you still have an impression of what I mentioned in the previous chapter. As long as you know English, you can roughly understand the programming language Python. Do you think it's easy? Here I will introduce another way to write the string object. Just use single quotes to enclose ABC. In fact, it is also possible to use double quotes ABC. The difference is that sometimes string objects have a single quote in them. In this case, double quotes are required for delimitation. So, the conclusion is in the string object. It doesn't matter if you use single quotes or double quotes. It depends on your personal preference. But it should be noted that whether it is single quotes or double quotes, remember to be in pairs. Next, we will enter the second key point of this chapter, variables. After the > symbol, the interactive environment pane, follow along with the input. This time enter name. Give it an equal, put the object ABC. After pressing enter, this > symbol will appear again. This time use the print function. Put name in the middle, let it print, name. Press enter. At this time I found that it returned the object ABC to me. So what does this mean? In fact, it is to store objects in a container. Then give the meaning of the name of the object. That is to say, the action just executed is: put the object ABC into the container name for storage. Then print the variable name out. Then, I can use the variable name to implement the various methods I just used. Of course, you can also store the name container in other containers. Just keep in mind the following key points. First, you must choose a meaningful name. What is a meaningful name? For example, today I set a variable name add to address. The content will put the address, but not the phone number. This is a name that echoes back and forth and makes sense. The name can only contain letters, numbers, and underscores. Also, there is a difference in capitalization of names. That is to say, if the 4 letters of name are all lowercase, it is a variable. If one of the letters becomes uppercase, it becomes another variable. Finally, remember not to start with a number. Otherwise, an error will occur in the program. These are the 2 main points to be introduced in this chapter. One is an object and the other is a variable. I wonder if you have learned it yet. The next chapter will take you to understand the various types of objects. There are also various operations of Python programs. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.